and that is how you grill a steak. Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Jameson, and this is how I cook. So we're headed into grilling season, and I want to show you guys more of what I do outside on my grills. So up next, I'm going to show you guys just technique, how to grill steaks. I'm going to show you how to get your fire super hot. I'm going to show you how to use direct heat to get a delicious sear on your steaks. If you want to see how I season a steak and all the prep and the trimming and all that stuff, here's a video popping up there as a suggestion for you to go click on my channel. But up next, nothing but technique, guys, how to grill a steak. So guys, before we get farther into the video, do me a favor, hit that subscription button, turn on those notifications, and like this video. And also leave me a comment. Are you guys excited about grilling season? Are you the grill master of your family? Let me know down in the comments. So here is a charcoal chimney filled with natural lump charcoal. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my blowtorch to get this charcoal started so I can have a nice hot fire to sear off these steaks. I got a little piece of paper here I'm gonna put up underneath there, and that's gonna provide the heat source to get the charcoal ignited. And then all you wanna do is just light the paper underneath, and that'll set the charcoal on fire. So this takes about 10 minutes to get ignited. Once these coals are lit and they're hot on top, we're ready to grill our steaks. So guys, we got hot coals now. So what I'm gonna do is take these coals, and I'm gonna set up what I call a two-zone fire. A two-zone fire is where you've got the coals on one side of your grill, and you got a cool spot on the other side of your grill. So all of my coals now on this side, so then my cool spot is over there where my lid is at. That's a two-zone fire. We're gonna sear the steaks on the hot side, but then we're gonna move them over to the safe zone, our cool side, when we get ready to take them off the grill. Now, because I'm grilling, I want air to get into my fire. You see that I've got my vents open all the way down there at the bottom. So I want maximum ventilation so that this charcoal can stay hot, it can breathe well. A fire has to breathe, it's just like a living thing. It has to be able to breathe in order for it to burn the way it's supposed to work the way you want it to. So these coals are hot, the vents are open on the bottom, we've got good airflow. Let's grill some steaks. So I've got an oily rag here, an oily paper towel. And what I want to do is apply oil to my grilling surface. These are brand new grill grates because this grill's brand new. And so I want to get some oil on here to help protect the steaks as they cook so they don't stick to the grills. So we're going hot and fast. That's the difference between barbecue and grilling. Grilling is direct, hot heat. Barbecue is indirect, low and slow. So let's talk about keeping your meat safe while you're grilling, right? So we got a hot zone and we got a cool zone. And the nice thing about this Weber 22-inch kettle grill is, let's say this is getting out of control over here. I can spin this grate. See how that grate spins around? Now, my meat no longer is in harm's way. So I can go back over to the heat. And here I am, right? Also, because I got a cool zone, I can just move the meat. But if you've got those spin grates, like I have in here, you can just spin it around real easy. These grates come standard with the Weber Kettle, so it makes it super easy to control the activity of the grill by moving things around. Hot and fast. This fire is so hot, I put on my grilling glove that I use to protect my hands because it's just that hot of a fire. I know, you guys wish you were my neighbor, I know. Now, this ribeye has a fatty piece to the end of it. That's that part that we love. And I want to protect that, I don't want to burn that. So as I cook on this grate, I want to move the steak around to try to protect some of these parts where it could be a little bit fatty and they can drip down and cause a flare up. And also I don't want to burn up that fat. I want some char on it, but I don't want to burn it. Just pay attention to your steak. Pay attention to your grates. And so this ribeye is not terribly thick. See how thin it is? So that temperature is where I want my steak. Now I'm just putting the finishing touches on it. Now this piece of filet here, it's a little thicker. So I'm gonna work this one a little bit longer over the heat. Same thing with this little mini piece of filet here. And just like that, guys, that's how you grill a steak. Guys, I'm gonna take these steaks off and serve them to my wife for Sunday dinner. Do me a favor, hit that subscription button, turn on those notifications, and do me a favor, man, shoot me an email, chefjamesonsmallwood@gmail.com. My email address is on the screen. I've got to get these steaks plated up and serve them for Sunday dinner. You guys be blessed, and that is how you grill a steak.